Oh, hey. Who's ready for episode 3? This for the cause.
Here's the cathedral.
There it is. The cathedral, the church reference, transcendentalist movement reference. Danger! I've got a book in here. Wilderness and the American Mind. Let's go digging for it because I just moved and it's in a box.
And the best part of this plan is, no one can stop me.
Oh, hell yeah. Is it, baby? Wilderness and the American Mind, bitch. To go back. Watching this girl.
Shake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you.
Right.
I have to charge my milkshake.
So what
brings
I'm
all the
doing
boys
is
to the
I'm
yard
pulling
and
out a
they're like,
book.
it's better than yours,
I'm not
damn right.
typing into AI. I'm actually
I can
going
teach
to
you.
do a Google search. I actually went to my own goddamn library. Imagine that. I'm going to go to the index.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd.
Favorite aspect.
Let's see if I got any new comments.
I look for
Aw, man.
the word that I'm trying to find, which is, I'm going to look up transcendentalist. Right there, next to our boy, Henry David Thoreau. Definitely seen better days. Got it from my friend Ken and never gave it back. Sorry, Ken. So Henry David Thoreau was part of the transcendentalist movement, and so was Ralph Waldo Emerson. Transcendentalism basically was like, nature is religion. Nature is spirituality. Basically, there's a through line between the material world and the spiritual world, and nature and our minds and our souls are connected to spirit or God. This book is about wilderness and the American mind, like how wilderness as a construct came to be. And this transcendental movement was definitely powerful in shaping our current conceptions of wilderness, the current propaganda around wilderness and our current relationship with wilderness. This is talking about how there is thought to be a divinity in the natural world. Church, God. This is linked to when people describe the outdoors as pure, pristine, virgin. This was a lot different than when colonizers first came to the shores of Turtle Island. They thought that the wilderness was evil and immoral because they were scared and they didn't know what they were doing, and they weren't prepared at all, and they were literally going to die if the indigenous people hadn't helped them. A lot of the writing at the time was reflecting the natural world as evil, dark, sinister, monstrous. So this was quite a turn to then start speaking of the natural world as something godly, as divine, something spiritual. Somewhere where you could go to transcend your bodily existence or become more deeply connected and experience more of your soul and more of a spiritual connection. It says, quote, "The wilderness, in contrast to the city, was regarded as the environment where spiritual truths were least blunted. Making the point explicit, Emerson wrote, quote, in the wilderness, I find something more dear and connate than in the streets or villages. In the woods, we return to reason and faith." And that ends his quote. This is interesting. It says, quote, "Transcendentalists saw no such danger in wild country," talking about how the Calvinists and Puritans thought that if you went into the wilderness, you would turn into like a degenerate, become like a beast. Transcendentalists saw no such danger in wild country because they believed in man's basic goodness. Reversing Puritan assumptions, they argued that one's chances of attaining moral perfection and knowing God were maximized by entering wilderness. The fears which the first New Englanders, or colonizers, experienced in contact with the primeval forest gave way in their conquered descendants to confidence. And then it talks about how Thoreau thought that being out in the wild country offered, quote, the necessary freedom and solitude, life stripped down to essentials. The reason why I pulled this out is because this is exactly what I'm picking up on when we're watching this Dean docuseries, the Dark Wizard docuseries, because a lot of climbers will sort of be in this sort of like transcendental philosophy or mindset. A lot of these bros do read Thoreau and John Muir. What's missing from every single one of these white bros writing is that they are not talking about the fact that they're writing within a white supremacist society, a patriarchal society, and ongoing colonization. Dean Potter, it's like you're a rebel literally without a cause, and you think that you're transcending something, or you're like thinking you're that you're communing with the natural world, when really you're actually just hurting yourself, hurting the natural world. These are sacred spaces in general, like LCAT is a sacred space. Awani is a sacred space. It's stolen land, and these climbers, these men, don't give a fuck about it. How can you be spiritual? How can you be connected to the natural world when you are causing so much harm? It just reinforces and perpetuates toxic masculinity, which is deadly. This is propaganda. I'm telling you, it is manosphere. This is the manosphere. It's the outdoorsy manosphere. The unhygienic manosphere.